Hello guys, so today we went over the vocabulary again for the story. We're on page 221 in the practice workbook, your turn. Okay, let's take a look at these vocabulary words and sentences. All right. How can a spinning ride at the playground make you feel? We know that dizzy is the feeling of like your head is spinning around and like you're about to fall. So the answer is dizzy. Riding around on the curvy roads was making me feel dizzy. What is another word for real? Real is genuine. The money that the police officer found turned out to be genuine. Genuine is something real. What word can be used to compare something with the past? We're going to compare with the past. We're talking about nowadays and how things were before. Things at the store cost more money nowadays. What might a scientist use as a test to discover something? An experiment. His experiment proved that gravity works. What would you call a person who seeks public office? A politician. The President of the United States is a very important politician. A politician is someone who runs for public office or someone who holds a public office. And we know an experiment is a test that we do to see what happens and we follow the results carefully. How might you describe your favorite comedian on television? A comedian is someone who makes jokes, so we might say that that person is hilarious, very funny. That joke that she shared with us was hilarious. All right. What can someone create if they cause harm or trouble? Mischief. Mischief is when someone causes harm or trouble. The boy was only trying to be funny, but he was causing mischief in class. Okay, so this is someone who is cutting up and messing around in class. He's causing mischief. How would you describe a series of steps used to accomplish an action? A series of steps is the procedure that we follow to do something. We follow a specific procedure when we hear the fire alarm. Okay. Okay, guys, so next we're on page 226. We're going to take a look at the genre. Let's read the story first about Thomas Edison. That's kind of big, isn't it? All right, there we go. Thomas Edison was one of the world's greatest inventors. He was born in 1847 in Milan, Ohio. As a child, Edison was curious about the way things worked. Many of Edison's inventions led to machines that we still use today. In 1877, he invented the phonograph, which later became the record player. In 1879, he made a long-lasting light bulb. His kinetograph of 1891 later became the movie camera. Make this a little bit smaller. All right, so how can we tell that this text is a biography? It tells a story about a person's life written by another person. So the story is about Thomas Edison, and he uses the name Thomas Edison in telling the story, so we can tell it's written by another person. If it was written by Thomas, it would say I. What text features included? We have a photograph here with a caption beneath. How do the photograph and the caption help you understand better? And what information do they give you? This is a picture of Thomas Edison, so we can see what he looks like. And the caption tells us that he made over 1,000 inventions. All right. In what order are the events of the text told? If we take a look at the text, we notice that it tells us the year, 1847, 1877, 79, and 91. So it's written in chronological order, which is time order, the events that happened. I'm sorry, it's time order in the order that the events happened. The text tells us what happened in 47, 87, 79, and 91. So it gives us the year of each event and tells them in the order that they occurred. Okay. All right. Next, we're going to go to our last page, which is 222. All right. So we're talking about problem and solution. Our first problem is that lightning was causing the worst fires during colonial times. And the solution was that Ben Franklin stole the lightning and there were fewer fires because of what information he found out when he stole the lightning. Yeah, our next problem is that people needed heating for homes. The solution was that Ben Franklin invented the Franklin stove. Next, we have many older people needed two pairs of glasses, one to see far away when they are looking straight out, and one when they're looking down to read, to be able to see close up. So Ben Franklin invented bifocals, which is a glass that has two lenses instead of one. The last problem is, remember those sick sailors when they got seasick on the boat from the disease called scurvy? The solution to their problems with scurvy is that Ben Franklin's ideas about eating certain fruits led sailors to eat limes at sea, which prevented scurvy. Okay, so a little problem and solution going on here. So we'll see some of that on our quiz. Some problems, and you have to tell me the solution. All right. If you have any questions, be sure you let me know. Okay, I am here all weekend. You can message me, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Bye-bye.